You didn't believe Jesus, Buddha, or Tesla either. I wasn't going to say those words, but Wilhelm said I had to because they brought them to me several times over the years. I said, I'm not going to say that. And now I understand why, though. Because, see, the reason they kept saying it was to get us to understand that throughout history, people come in to bring us information. And sometimes that's challenging for us to accept because we haven't seen it before and we haven't known it. And they said that's why they wouldn't believe me or Wilhelm. But today they just said, no, you got to let go of that. We exist at a very different time. And you are here in the world to like do something incredibly wonderful. We each come to the world to develop something and offer something, and it's always at the right time. And I will say that even when you're finding this video, you're seeing it at the right time because it will awaken something within you. We are all consciousness and spirit, and however you think of it. And so, what they had me do yesterday was to put down all the messages on June 1st from 2008 so that you could see the progression. We progress in our consciousness individually and also collectively, but we have to bring in new information and we have to be willing to step over the limited beliefs that we've all held. And I held a lot of them, but that was because I was supposed to because I was meant to bring in this work for this transition in our world. Nothing is happening accidentally in your life or in our world. We just begin to understand it. And I spent 36 years writing it all. I spent 36 years living it, writing it, and moving through it. And you'll see so much of it. But we all run from ourselves. We have to because we don't know what that is. And so I put together a video, they told me to put together this video, which was kind of fun. And when you listen to it, because it's easier to listen to the messages, it will make sense for you. You'll hear the progression of understanding that happens because we have to operate on linear time. When I'm receiving information from Wilhelm, it's not based in that. That was challenging for me to accept. And then to understand how there is energetic alignment with everything, which is why the information that they have given me caused healing to occur within me over all of these years. And it was kind of miraculous almost. Some of the things that I've moved through were miraculous. And they wanted to say that because many people have developed things that bring in information that can cause us to understand who we are and live much better lives. I'm going to tell you where this started. I was never going to do even live channeling, but in 2021, that's when I had to start because they said we have too much to say. And I couldn't stay silent. I'd been writing forever. And they said, your world's going to move through this huge change. And what we have given you is this philosophy that's going to really help you understand who you are and move through this period and help everyone else. That means I was meant to bring people together because it's about energy. And as we see the world moving in a particular direction, we're saying, wait a minute, what's going on? That means we're being asked to awaken to the higher consciousness that exists within all of us. I was just given a path. I was just given a plan that I could then give to everyone else. And even accepting that myself was challenging because it was done in a way that's no one ever done. It's never been done before. So I couldn't accept it. But now you'll see. Because see, I would receive information unconsciously, not aware that they were aligned energetically with shifts that were happening in the world, planetary shift. That didn't make sense to me. But then I'm experiencing it in my physical body. And so in 2021, when they told me we have given you everything you needed to know, that didn't make sense either. And they said if I were to meet someone, I was given a message on their birthday that would help them in this time now. I doubted that as well. Yesterday, the same thing came up. I'm speaking to this lovely lady, and she had contacted me somewhere, and we're talking, and I decided to ask her birthday, and I read the message, and I said, no, this couldn't possibly be her, because it was about all of these things that might be going on. And I'm looking at her, and she's just this bright, wonderful person. And then I read the message, and she said, no, that's exactly what happened. That was exactly my life. And if I could tell you how many times that has happened since I stopped doubting myself, because that's all we do. We're each brought into the world to do something, and it's going to be different. It's going to be new, and that's what I was given. And so then they stopped me again. And this was really shocking. The last several days, there's been a lot of energy moving through our world. So they had me sit down and do several days, because energetic portals, they call them, and several days of putting the messages together. So again, you could see the progression of consciousness that exists within you and our collective society. We just decide when we're going to use it and accept it. That's all that occurs. And then what I saw was they stopped me in my tracks, and this took a while for me to accept, because they said May 30th. They led me to a video, a channeling session that was done May 30th of 2022. And I'm listening to that. I go, wait a minute, that's 3 years ago. But everything was explained there. Everything was explained. And I'll leave links for that so you can hear both of them, actually. And then they led me to another one that was done on June 4th of 2023, because we have energetic connections that we don't always understand and accept. That's how we learn and grow individually and also collectively. And we happen to be in a time now where Wilhelm has called this is our restructuring, meaning that we're changing everything. It's not accidental. We just have to understand it. And so what they gave me was a way of understanding it. And then they demonstrated it by having me heal, which is what you can do. That's the entire point. We're supposed to bring in information, develop something, and then give it to others. That's how evolution happens. And we're being pushed a little bit more now because we can see what's happening in our lives or in the world. And I'm saying that's because we're supposed to do this. And when I received that information in 2021, I was told, bring people together. You'll hear that in the video too, because those messages are repeated. Bring people together, because as you come together with like-minded souls who are willing to up-level themselves, you will do that for the world. And that's where we are now. So I'm so glad you're here. Please watch the video. I'll leave some links there, and you will understand that this is the most important time of your life. This is the most important time that you've ever existed. No matter what you might see out in the world, you have something within you that is being activated, and that's the only reason you might be a little uncomfortable or afraid, because you're being asked to go into that unknown of who you are. That's what we're all doing, and that's what I'm doing, because now, as you will hear in the message, it's about time to move forward. I'm going to tell you something else, because Wilhelm is never, they're very clever. You'll find this. And if you look at any advice for today, and if you look at the message for June 2nd of 2024, you'll see the continuation, because they started out, "O ye of little faith, still," meaning we doubt ourselves. Now is the time to stop, and now is the time for you to step forward and own the brilliance that is within you. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon, and I'll leave all the links for you.